Thanks, Sarah. Andy Reid is widely known as the coach of the Kansas City Chiefs, but he once frequently traveled to Northeast Missouri to recruit high school football athletes to Mizzou. KHQA's Raja Maples sat down with 3 retired football coaches who recall Reid's visits.
Retired football coach Doug Wilson coached football at Highland High School for more than 25 years. He's also a Kansas City Chiefs fan, and he'll never forget when now Chiefs coach Andy Reid visited Highland in the early 1990s to recruit football players from Northeast Missouri.
It started when Bob Stoll came from UTEP to Missouri as head coach, and he brought Andy Reid as a line coach. Bob Stoll's philosophy was he wanted to recruit all of Missouri, not just the schools, big schools. He felt like if there was a kid at a little school and he wasn't there every year, so he started recruiting that area. So they'd come to Monroe City, and then they came to Highland, and I just talked to my friend Dave Long the other day, the Clark coach, and he said they came up there. Andy came in and introduced himself, and we talked a little bit, and I was teaching, so he had to pull me out of class. Well, he was looking for me in the gym and then realized I was an English teacher. He was an English major at BYU, so we kind of hit it off that way a little bit.
Of course, at that time, Andy was just a stranger to me. I didn't know his name. Until he got in the NFL, I really didn't have any reason to remember our meeting. But then as his name became popular, I said, I met him once.
I really didn't give it a whole lot of thought, about who I was talking with. Until I was watching a pro football game. And every time I got to look at him and hearing that name, it just all of a sudden, hey, are you kidding me? You mean to tell me this guy was in my living room for 45 minutes to an hour? It's quite a memory. Now when I think back on it, it was 38 years ago. So 38 years ago. He was in my living room. It puts a smile on your face, but it makes you feel a little bit old at the same time.
Now, as Wilson just mentioned, Andy Reid left Mizzou in the early 1990s for his first professional coaching job in the NFL for the Green Bay Packers. He then went on to become head coach of the Philadelphia Eagles before going to the city of Fountains in 2013 to become coach of the Kansas City Chiefs. In studio, Raja Maples reporting.